I'm bad at things sometimes. I can be bad at my job, I can be bad at empathizing, I can be a bad friend, I can be a bad conversationalist, but one of the best things that happens to me is that I almost always get critique on these things. Critique comes at me from all angles almost all the time, and if I have failed in some way, I usually hear about it, which is great. And I think that this is true for most people. And there are only two things that I can think of that cause people to not give you critique. One is being unresponsive to critique, and the other is being oversensitive to critique. They amount to the same thing. If someone feels like their words are going to be wasted on you, they are not going to give you critique. And that's not what you want. You want people to tell you what is wrong and how they think that you can fix it. A great example of this is how a few years ago I had a direct supervisor, when I was a supervisor myself, whose opinions I didn't really value. I thought that she was not particularly intelligent or astute. I thought she lacked critical thinking skills. I didn't think she had much talent at her job, and I didn't think that she had my best interests in mind. So when she gave me critique, most of the time, I would just throw that away. Fortunately, I had some people in my life who said, well, no, I think she has a point. And so I was able to glean from her probably the best critique that I ever got as a supervisor, which was, it's not your job to do everything. It's your job to make sure everything gets done. And that was a total game changer for someone like me, because I tend to be something of a control freak. There's this impulse to, if you want anything done right, you have to do it yourself kind of thing, which is not okay for a supervisor to feel. It's not really okay for anyone to feel that. Similarly, we sent out a survey at the place where I work now, and the group of people who amounts to our customers sent back a lot of critique, saying things that they struggled with on account of our department, our policies, and our behavior. One of the critiques came from a really intensely negative, mean-spirited place. This person, making light of how much he or she walks, said that we were responsible for the amount that this person walked, and that we as a department should be accountable for buying this person new shoes. This was absurd. But honestly, it can be a good critique despite its unhelpfulness on the face of it. We can, in my department, make a concerted effort to make things available in one location, for instance. That would affect that person's job. If you have to look for something that you need in several different places, several different times throughout your shift, that does decrease your effectiveness. So we as a department can do a better job of making things available in one location. That's the kernel of the critique that that person gave us, and it's helpful. So basically, any person can give you critique. And if you engage with that critique and you try to look for whatever it is that is responsible, that is helpful, you can find good critique in almost any critique that you get. So, I guess my only encouragement today is just to engage your critique and look for the helpful things in that critique. And above all, do not be oversensitive. Do not be unresponsive to critique. You have to engage in it or you're going to stop getting it. And if you stop getting it, you will fail, because no one is going to, in any respect, try to help you. And like Bob Dylan says, he not busy being born is busy dying. He not busy getting critiqued and responding to the critique and improving based on the critique is busy failing. And that's my vlog for the day. Day 4. I've actually been editing and uploading these things because I sleep a lot less than I maybe should when I'm working. So you may be getting these every day, unlike what I said in the first day's video. You may also not, but I will continue to record them every day if nothing else. And so yeah, those are things, and I will see you later.